Hey y'all, it's Tyann, aka your credit bae. Today I wanted to share my story with you all and let you know like everything that has, taken place that kind of led me to this moment, this place where I am right now, where I'm officially my own boss, working for myself, helping other people become a boss. And basically, I have a financial literacy company and I teach people about being a boss. I teach them about, just managing their finances, budgeting, helping them build and repair credit. And I also help businesses get approved for business funding, right? So it's a long journey that kind of led me to this place, okay? So COVID hit. So that slowed down a lot of jobs through my agency. Everybody got laid off from the bartending job or whatever. And I decided that I wasn't going to go back and bartend anymore. I needed to switch it up. It was time for change. I needed to switch it up. I was just very unhappy. I needed to be happy. I needed to be happier. It was just time for me to step into that next chapter of my life, but I didn't know what it was. So I'm like, okay. So this is a whole story, okay? So I get laid off for my job from bartending, and and then now jobs are being slow for my agent too during COVID. So one of my friends told me about this place that you can go and they'll like place you at a job to work. The first job that they placed me at is at a warehouse job, which was kind of scary for me. One day I can remember working at Nissan, and I had never worked in a warehouse before or done anything with like tools. Like I don't even own like a screwdriver, okay? Like I am very feminine. I just don't do anything like that, right? And oh my God, I can remember one day I'm doing something. They got me doing something, and my like fingers start bleeding, and then I just start like kind of hyperventilating and start to cry. And I'm just like, it was just challenging for me. Like, just God has taken me to some amazing places in my life. He's done some amazing things in my life. You ever like get really close and even further than ever in your career, and then just being set back? So just imagine just kind of being on a high level, and then like now I'm at a warehouse. And now while I'm at this warehouse, I just landed like a spokesperson job for a cosmetic company, for a hat line. There's things going on in my fields, in my career or whatever. But until you like make that life-changing money, you still have to have consistent income coming in. You know what I'm saying? I felt disappointed. I felt, just like, while people were out partying, I've spent all my life, chasing after my dreams. And some people may not understand like my work ethic, my drive, and the reason why I am how I am. But, I come from a very poor part of Miami, Florida. It's because of what I come from and what I've been through. And that's why I work so hard like I do. That's why I go after my dreams like how I do. And, I just want to, do what I love and bless my loved ones, because I know our story, and my family depended on me, even if they're not really depending on me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I do this, they're my why, they are my why. And, I want to bless them, and with my dreams and goals. While people were out partying, I was out getting degrees. While people were out, I was sacrificing. So I felt some kind of way. Yeah, I did, or whatever. Like, God, like I have worked myself to death, and I've done everything. I've put all my money into my goals, my dreams, and where I'm trying to go. And this is where I am. Like, are you kidding me? What? So yeah, like that's how I felt, So I start like crying at this warehouse. Main point, I'm like, God hates me. Like, and I shouldn't say that, I know, but I'm just giving y'all the real, like, that's how I felt. And I know that he didn't feel like that. I know that he doesn't hate me, okay? But I was just like, oh my god, God hates me, you know. I tried to go like serve and bartend again. There was a bar in Prentice Alley. I tried to bartend there. That didn't go good. Couldn't do that anymore. I just couldn't go back to that or whatever. I couldn't. Applebee's, try to serve. I have a 2-seater convertible car, so I couldn't like drive for Uber, right? So I would do like, you know, DoorDash. And that was the only time I just like hated that I had a 2-seater car, you know. So I would do like DoorDash, you know, Instacart. Then I had another job where basically they make the seats for a Nissan. So here we go. Like another, like, this one's deeper into the tools. Like literally, I wish I had a video to show you like what I was doing with like tools and like drills and stuff. Like what? Like on my first day, the dude was trying to teach me how to do something, and basically I had the nail backwards. He was like I'm sure they didn't think that I was gonna last as long as I last, but I'm very smart, I'm very intelligent, and I just never did it before, you know. So I'm coachable. I can be taught anything. I can do anything. Literally, I mastered it. I was killing it. Like, learned all the machines, everything. So anyway, I ended up quitting that. But I did stay for a while. So then one of my girls told me, another girl tells me, they have, you know, the Variable app where you can like pick up shifts. And so basically you don't like work there like you work there, you know, you just pick up shifts and then they pay you like that same day or like the next day or whatever. Variable. So the only thing on there that I thought I could do was like, so I didn't really know what I was walking into, okay? It was for Goodwill, right? And that was a whole like nightmare story, okay? And it was okay or whatever, but like that took me out, right? So I'm like, okay, like what's happening? Like, you know, God hates me, right? And I always want to have a mindset. I was raised to believe and know that whatever it takes, especially if you really want it, whatever it takes. So there is no pride. My dreams, there's no pride when it comes to my dreams, my goals, what I want. So whatever it takes, I'm going to do it. I'm willing to do it. Towards the end of the year, right? I think I was going into the Goodwill, maybe the last time or something like that, right? And my car like breaks down, right? My car that I love, my super cute convertible car, it breaks down. And I own my car, you know, so of course it breaks down like once my car is like paid off, you know what I'm saying? So that's when it was snowing or whatever. So my car breaks down or whatever, and now I'm sitting in my car for like hours, like, you know, calling AAA, doing all that, and it was just like this whole big ordeal. Okay, that took me out or whatever, but I was calm. I was like, cool, like things have been going left anyway, just another psycho thing going on in my life, normal, right? So then I go to the orientation, right, for Amazon. Now I'm having to like Uber to work, you know, get rides to work and stuff. My car is messed up, whatever. I gotta hustle, get money to take care of my car and stuff, you know. So anyway, I go to the orientation at Amazon, and I literally like almost just break down crying in the orientation, okay? Like I literally almost got up and was like, you know what? I'm sorry, I'm in the wrong place, right? Because I had just gone to I had so many jobs and I hated all of them. And so I just knew I was about to hate this one too, no doubt in my mind, right? So I end up staying. I asked around a little bit. I was asking the girls, like, you know, do y'all like it here? Like, what's this like? It was like, no, girl, it's super easy. You're gonna be fine. Don't worry. Like, so okay, because I was like, literally, I want to like just leave and never come back. And it was like, no, you know, don't leave. I promise you're gonna be fine or whatever. And yeah, it took me out when they was saying like, you know, you gotta wear steel toe boots. I've never worn any steel toe boots in my life, okay? That just took me out. It was like red flag, code red, right? So anyway, I end up staying or whatever. And some other jobs that I had, I even drove to Atlanta one day and tried to be like a bottle service girl for like one day, but I picked the wrong place. It was a club there, and it was just a nightmare, and I never went back. So yeah, so I did. I ended up working at Amazon. It ended up being like super easy because I had worked at so many different warehouse jobs. I knew exactly what to do. I knew gaylords. I knew how to use a stacker, forklift, all that. But what they had me doing was like super easy. So yeah, God did good. Like, he found me a place that was super easy, right up my alley. Like, I barely did anything. It was perfect, right? Although, of course, I didn't want to work there, but it was I could do this. I could do this for a little while, right? So I worked there for like 6 months, and my goal was just to, stack my money, take care of my car. Okay, so all the while all of this is happening in my life, right? My girl, Stephanie, she was a Hooters girl with me that started her own financial literacy company. So I'm watching her like just killing it, right? So she started her business or whatever, and for 2 years, like, I watched her start her business. I watched her build her credit. I watched her build her credit, get a house built from scratch, get a new Tesla in a bow, deliver it to her house. I watched her get billboards like downtown in Nashville. Just watched her just balling, building her business, killing the game, and putting people on too at the same time or whatever. So I had just been debating and just kind of praying about it or whatever, because, I, know what I love to do. I know what makes me want to wake up every day. And I also know what my purpose is as well. God has revealed a lot about my purpose and in life. So, and all the while I'm doing all these jobs or whatever, I'm also like making less money than I had ever made in my life. I'm used to making a lot of money. I'm used to getting multiple streams of income. I'm used to getting checks from my agent. I'm used to bartending in the busiest city in the world right now and killing it and balling. Okay. So now, I'm in a place where God has kind of revealed to me like some things I'm going to do in my next chapter, like my talk show that's coming out soon. Right. So God revealed that to me, right? And so I'm used to making a lot of money. Now I'm making a little bit of money and know what I need to do. But now, I don't have the fast money that I had in the past, right? Now I'm not making the money to really fund my business how I want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, fund my show how I want to do it, and other projects that I have going on too. So now I'm like, while I'm working all these jobs, trying to take care of my car, little by little, I'm stacking, getting all my green screens, getting all my furniture for my talk show, little by little, getting all of my equipment, my Mac laptop, my editing apps, just all that stuff, little by little. But, if I was still bartending, I can get that fast. I'm used to just being able to get it fast. But I had to, little by little, hustle hard and get everything little by little, right? So I was just praying about it, just trying to see, like, if this was for me. And then, I've spent my life, just going after my dreams and stuff and doing the things that I didn't want to do. And I just want to get to that place where, I'm just doing what I love, Anyway, I prayed about it, and then I talked to my girl, and I decide that I'm going to do it or whatever. And I stick to my plan. I do what I gotta do or whatever. I get my car situation taken care of. I do everything I need to do, and then I quit Amazon. And I bought me a car so I could like drive Uber and build my business and start my credit repair business or whatever, right? And so the thing was, okay, so I told you I prayed about it. The thing is, God basically gave me everything that I prayed for. Literally. I wanted to be my own boss. I knew that I was being pushed into entrepreneurship. I knew that, and I knew it was time. I didn't know what it was going to be. I didn't know, but yeah. So I wanted to become my own boss. I wanted to take care of, get my finances in order. I wanted to have business funding to take care of, other projects that I have, my talk show. I'll be working on my first album soon, music, and just other things that I want to do. I've got other ideas and projects that are coming or whatever, right? So literally God just gave me the game, really, and just put it in the palm of my hand just that simple. And now I'm months away from having business funding. I'm doing that process now. I needed business funding, and then now I have a company that that offers ways to help people get business funding or whatever. So God's good or whatever. And throughout this whole journey, even when I went to all those different jobs, and I'm very proud of myself for it. It's always easy to just go back to what you know. So I'm proud of myself for just saying that I wasn't happy and making a change and finding it. And then the jobs that I quit, no, this ain't it. No, this ain't it. I left the job to find something. I left the job to find something where I was going to be happier and less stressed out or whatever too, So all those jobs, I'm proud of myself just doing whatever it took, and look where I am now. And, I was just very blessed by even the people that I came across during that journey. Like, always know that you're exactly where you're supposed to be. You're exactly, and you may not be there for long. You might be there for long, you may not, but you're exactly where you're supposed to be. And instead of saying, God hates me, like I did, ask yourself, what is God trying to teach me here in this moment? Or is he using me for something here in this moment? Am I supposed to bless somebody while I'm here? Am I supposed to uplift somebody while I'm here? Am I supposed to, I had a lot of moments, people that I met and came across that confirmed to me that, Tyann, you're exactly where you're supposed to be. And it's just temporary, and it's going to be all right. And God is turning this thing all around. And here I am now, my own boss. When there's a period in your life where, you're stepping into the unknown, or like you just feel like you don't know what's happening. Like, what's happening? Like, you have no control. Like, you don't know what's happening. Only God does know. They call it like being in a wilderness season, and the people that I met during my wilderness season, friends who I worked with, connected with so many different, music artists, and, people who I'm going to be actually doing projects with, and people who even help me with things for my talk show. You're exactly where you're supposed to be at. So it blessed me in so many different ways. Just know, God's plan, and God's an amazing God, and he'll take care of you. And keep the faith. So basically, so far, I just love that I have my own business. I'm a boss. I'm also getting business funding for a lot of my projects that I have coming up. My credit score has already started increasing. I also am ready to move to my next place, buy my first property and stuff. I'm ready for those things, I'm walking into that chapter. It's time, I am moving, I'm trying to figure out, where I'm going to move next or whatever, but I am moving, and that's what I wanted. I was ready for just change. And now I'm just surrounded by big bosses, really. I'm meeting so many business people, doing the same thing I'm doing and more, and, they're just giving me their knowledge. I'm meeting women who are making 6, 7, 8 figures, they're realtors, they're realtors. They have Airbnbs, and I'm trying to get me an Airbnb. I'm trying to start buying properties. I'm trying to start doing all these things or whatever. And I'm surrounded by women who want to help me win, who are winning, who want to help me win, who are happy to share the knowledge and feed into me and pour into me. And I just love that, as I continue on, with my modeling and acting, career, I would just be in a good space, Lots of times, musicians and, people who do what I do, lots of times they're struggling artists, and at least I'll be in a good place mentally, financially, spiritually, everything, and winning and just going after more wins. I'm in a position where I can help people fund their dreams. I am a dreamer, a big dreamer, and I know what it's like when you have this dream and don't have the funds to back it up. All you need is the funds. I know what that feels like, and it sucks. So I'm so happy that I will be able to do that for people. And I do love that I have a business where I'm able to help people with one of the most important things, you know, in life or whatever, you know, is having credit and knowing about money and, you know, things like that or whatever. So, you know, I'm happy that I'm able to help people and also able to bless someone and show them how to do what I'm doing and be your own boss, you know. So yeah, worked out pretty well. God's good.